Right then, hello everybody. So we've come to my third vlog, as you might call it, regarding my pregnancy. So this is my third trimester. So I'm now 37 weeks, so pretty much bang on full term now. So yeah, from any time from now for the next 5 weeks, there could be a baby. Well, there will be a baby. Definitely will be. A baby arriving. So I thought I would obviously I've done 2 videos previous to this. Obviously I did my first trimester, second trimester, and now I thought I'd quickly just touch on some things that we've been going through for this trimester. So I've had to write notes because I'd forget. So obviously this time around it's a little bit different because, so where are we now? So today is the 10th of February. So we've obviously been 2021. We've also been in lockdown now since the start of the year. I think it was New Year's. So up until that, we were obviously back at work. We were sort of still in the gym, seeing people, doing classes and what have you. And now obviously since January, that has all stopped and everything's gone back online, which is brilliant. And, you know, it's still working. We're still doing what we can to engage with our clients and providing classes. And I'm still seeing, a few clients online, sort of personal training. Kev and a couple of the guys, they can still see clients one-to-one outdoors in a public space. So they're doing that. So at least that's something. But obviously this time of the year, it tends to be a little bit cold, like today, like 0 degrees outside. So it's kind of been a blessing. And then there's obviously the other side to it as well. But, for me, selfishly, it's been quite nice because I haven't had the 5 a.m. alarm clocks going off. I haven't had to sort of get up, get ready, be in the gym for 6. As much as I miss all my clients like crazy at the minute, it is nice to have a little bit of a lie-in. Although, like 6 o'clock still really isn't a lie-in, but it's better than 5. So there's that. And obviously, I'm not having to be up on my feet all day. I can rest when I need to. When I am doing my online clients, I can literally sit here with the laptop on in front of me and sit and engage with clients that way, which, is brilliant because it takes up, it doesn't take up a lot of energy. And when, definitely in my third trimester, I've realised that my energy levels are really starting to not deteriorate, but you can just notice a difference. I think obviously because I'm gaining weight and everything else is going on because the baby's just growing so much, it really zaps you full of energy. And for me, especially someone who likes to be proactive, likes to be productive, likes to get stuff done, I hate sitting around doing nothing. I feel so guilty for doing it. So it has been really hard to try and just make sure I am listening to my body and going, right, okay, well, maybe I did a bit too much, or, I've been out for a walk, sit down for half an hour or something like that, and just try and, 1, make the most of it, and 2, just to let my body recover. I mean, it's only been the past week or so where I've noticed. I was sat down the other day and I was like, what is going on? Like my ankles literally just ballooned up, and so I was like, okay. So then it's, it's making sure, right, stay off your feet, make sure obviously feet up, sit down, so it is making me sit down and chill out a little bit. But I hate every minute of it because I think as well, everybody said obviously this lockdown is harder, and it is. It definitely is. I mean, I think I got up at 7 this morning. I know. But it was already starting to get light outside, and I think that is definitely definitely a positive. I think, you know, it's difficult when it is dark and it's cold and if it's raining, and it does really zap you, because it limits to some extent of what you can do. You know, lockdown 1 for us, I mean, we had a great routine. You know, we'd run the dogs down to the gym, we'd train, we'd come home, we'd sit in the garden, we'd do some admin, we'd do some work, see some clients, go for another walk, you know, and you're outside in the sun, and it was great. It didn't, you know, it was like, well, you know, could do this all year round. But I think, you know, it's the start of the year. January is always tough for quite a lot of people anyway. And now that I can't do as much as I used to, like I can't go down to, I could get, I mean, at the minute in terms of training, I'm not doing any. I'm walking every day, and I think on average in a week I'm probably hitting like 15,000 steps. So it's not too far off of what I would normally be doing anyway. You know, I have got more time to take the dogs out. They're going out twice a day, which they absolutely love. And I am doing some yoga, and I'm still teaching my flow class. And if I've got a spare half an hour where I have the enthusiasm to do it, then I'll do a bit of a bodyweight circuit. But I'm not stressing out about the fact that I haven't done it. Like, I miss training, I really do. I miss, you know, when we put out all the workouts and the WODs, and then Kev goes and does a WOD in the garden or in the garage, and I'm just sat on the sofa with my feet up, not being able to do anything. It does really not wind me up, but I just, I get a little bit jealous. But I just think, well, my time will come again when I'm going to be able to get into the gym, and I'm going to be able to train, or I can get into the garage or get on the spin bike, or so I'm not stressing myself out about it. My body seems to be adapting fine. So I think, you know, because although our routine's not the same as it was last year, I'm just adapting. And I think that's what you've just got to kind of do. It's not, you know, you still can, this is kind of going off on a tangent a little bit, but you can still do exercise. You can still do stuff that's, you know, mentally just going to keep you stimulated. And that's the biggest thing, especially for me at the minute. It is hard when, say, Kev's got a client, or, I mean, he's been amazing, and he's been like painting the whole house throughout lockdown. So he's just literally finished our bedroom. I mean, I thought all the painting was done last week when he finished the kitchen, but then he started attacking the bedroom. But the house looks brilliant, and it's all going to be ready, and it's all fresh for when the baby arrives, but it's keeping him busy. And then I get a bit of, it's almost guilt. It feels like guilt, like sat on the sofa doing nothing. So I'm trying to do admin stuff, I'm trying to do social media stuff, this sort of stuff. One, to keep me busy, but also to kind of feel like I'm doing something. I think because I do end up, you know, doing a lot, I just not feel useless. That's the kind of, but just not that helpful. You know, I can't really do too much. I can't be in and around the paint fumes. I can't, you know, clean up too much. Like, it's just, I don't feel like I'm very, being very productive. But, you know, I think it's it's just make the most of the situation. I'm not going to be able to be sat on my ass doing nothing for much longer. So I am just going to try and go with it. I think that's all you can do, really. So for me and my mental health, getting out with the dogs is the best thing. I mean, even yesterday it was bloody snowing, and we took the boys down to the beach just for a little bit of a run around. And you know, we were wrapped up, and it was nice because there was no one about. We were the only ones down on the beach. They had a good run, then they were tired for the rest of the day and slept for the afternoon. And it was just, it was nice. I think for me, I definitely need to get out. One, you know, funny, it's, although we're stuck in the house together, we don't get that much time to, like Kev and I'm talking about, get much time to chat or spend that much quality time together still. We're still doing quite a lot when we're home. So when we do go out for a walk with the dogs, and it's usually, he's got to the point where he's got sick of walking with me because I walk so slow now. So we'll drive somewhere and throw the ball around. But it's just nice to be out, get some fresh air, different environment, different scenery. And we, just spend a bit of time together where, we might talk about work or get the baby and, and everything else. And it's nice. Or on the flip side of that as well, I get some time then on my own if I go out with them and he's got a client, headphones on, podcast on, and just walk. And it's just nice to get out of the house and do something that I do every day. Granted, it's a lot slower and I can't walk quite as far, but it's still something that I really enjoy doing. So it's been really important for me that I keep that up. And I'm going to try just keep walking until I pop, really. So I kind of don't really know where I started with that, but energy levels, I think, was the first thing I said. But yeah, so energy levels have there's moments of up and down, but it's listening to your body and just thinking, well, all my energy at the minute is going in growing this child, which seems to be zapping me of energy quite a bit. But then sometimes I've got all the energy in the world, so I'm just going with it. Right, that's already 10 minutes of me droning on. So next on my list was just kind of getting everything ready. And I think we're all sorted. We had the nursery was the first thing Kev painted, and then we've got everything else in there. Like I've said previously, we've had so many of our friends and family have just brought us gifts or have just donated loads of stuff. So we've been really fortunate that we haven't had to buy loads. And then I had friends of mine ran sort of an online baby shower for me and a whole group of people, so which was amazing. And we did it on via Zoom, and where you can see the evidence of the balloons. And we were inundated with gifts. We were really spoiled. So in terms of getting stuff ready, I think we're all ready to go. Like, all our bags are packed in terms of like hospital bags. I've not massively overpacked. We're planning on having the baby at Newton Abbot at the midwife-led unit there. That's kind of my first priority, and as I've been a low-risk pregnancy, that's fine. It shouldn't be a problem for me. So yeah, I haven't wanted to overpack. I've been watching loads of videos and loads of stuff online, and we're actually doing the hypnobirthing course that one of my clients, Siobhan, she heads the Positive Birth Company, so we've been doing that. And there's lists and things on there. So yeah, we've got everything sorted. Plenty of snacks for Kev. And games to keep him entertained. So that's all done. And then I've just got everything, like the essentials we need really for the first sort of few weeks. I just thought, well, if that's covered, anything we need after that, we can just go out and get or order online, or, we don't know if we're going to need, like pumping machines and all this sorts of stuff. So it's just, I figured, well, if we can get everything we need for the first couple of weeks and then just buy what we need after that, really. So that's all kind of ready to go. Nursery's ready. So like I said, Kev's done the bedroom, he's decorating that, so that'll all be done by today. So we've got a bedside crib in there ready to go as well. So in terms of feeling prepared, I think I'm pretty much there. I mean, those of you that know me know I'm quite organised anyway, and now I've got all the time in the world, so I should be prepared. And then, what else have I put down? So in terms of, spoke about that, that's good. In terms of physically, like I said, the things that I've noticed are the swollen ankles. Backache. I knew I'd be prone to having backache because I've got issues with my back anyway. So it's trying to find comfortable positions to sit in and lie in, and I've got a BB Hug Me pregnancy pillow that I use when I'm sat on the sofa just to help me sit upright and support my back. But I've also I've taken one of the Swiss balls from the gym and I'm sat on that as well, because sometimes sitting on the sofa for too long, that's uncomfortable. So I am just trying to move around as much as I can. Sat in one position for too long just doesn't do me any favours. And it also saves the embarrassment of Kev having to like hoist me off the sofa because I can't stand up on my own. Oh, it's come to that. Other than that, in terms of physical, like weight gain, this, it's all going to be individual, and it just depends on the baby, how much water retention and things like that. Really, everyone's really different. I mean, before we got pregnant, I think I was about, I don't know, maybe 58 kilos. And I'm now 72, which is the heaviest I've ever been. But it's about 2 stone weight gain, which apparently is about average anyway. So for me, I'm quite lucky that it is all bump. I haven't really put too much weight on anywhere else, but then, everyone's different. I have been watching my food-ish, kind of. What I have realised is this last trimester as well, I have definitely been more hungry. I definitely feel like, not necessarily, I don't know if I might have maybe eaten more calories during the day, but I definitely feel like I need that just a little bit extra. And it's not been overly bad. I mean, I've been inundated with Malteser bunnies, and I think once they're gone, they're gone, then I'm done. I need to stop. But other than that, it's I've not gone through too many physical changes as of yet. Hormonally, again, I don't think I've been too bad. Kev might say otherwise. But I think we've been like in separate rooms. He's either been painting and I've been down here, or if he's got football or rugby or cricket or something on the TV, or the horse racing that I don't want to watch, I'll just go upstairs and watch a series or something like that. So if I haven't really snapped at him because I probably haven't seen him that much. But I don't generally think I've been too bad. Like, I've had a couple of days where I felt pretty low, but I think that's just because of the situation we're in. I mean, you can't go out really and see people. If you do, it's outside. I mean, I've been able to, we've got FaceTime and, social media and stuff like that is amazing, but it's not the same, is it? Like, and I know everyone else is going through exactly the same thing, but I just hope, I know that Boris is doing an announcement on the 22nd of Feb, which is actually my birthday. Exciting. But with a bit of a plan of what's going to happen. But I just hope that when the baby's born, that, at least, my parents, Kev's parents can, come over and see the baby. And we're, quite lucky that I know, they've had at least, their first injections and things like that as well, in terms of the vaccine. So I don't know, fingers crossed that we just can gradually ease ourselves back into socializing again. And so like I said, with regards to hormones, we all have off days, and I think it is important that we talk to people about it. Like, I had a couple of clients who have been through the same sort of thing over this month, and we've ended up just sitting down on Zoom and instead of training, just chatting, and I think that's sometimes that does more better than, if they were trying to get a session out. So and my friends and family have been amazing. Like, I'm constantly hearing from people and they're always asking how I am, and, it's great. And, it's just making sure that, you know, I know for a lot of people, like they're either still working or say homeschooling, and their days are absolutely rammed with work and what have you. But if you're not, it can be really difficult because you're just thrown into this whole new lifestyle that you're not necessarily used to. But for me, like this morning, so took the dogs out for a good walk, came down, put my feet up, did some admin. Kev's gone to see a client, so I'm doing this. And then I've made a list. I sort of like need to just quickly hoover up and clear up the bedroom upstairs. Do a couple of other bits in the house. Then I'll take them out for a bit of a run again, come back. So it's just trying to almost plan your day a little bit. And I haven't got clients today, so I haven't got that to break the day up. But it's just trying to fill your day with bits and just doing stuff. So or as much as you can. Like I said, for me, in a couple of weeks' time, I'm gonna just be so tired and exhausted and busy with a baby that I'm gonna pray for these days. But you know, where I could sit around and do nothing. But it's like I think that's the thing as well. It's made me think. I've been able to sit down and sort of, you know, think about what's going to happen when the baby comes, and it's making me more excited every time, you know, to know that you're going to have this little thing to focus on, and it's going to throw completely whole new challenges at us. But it's exciting. It is really exciting, and yeah, we're both looking forward to it. It's going to be a bit of a shock for the dogs, but that'll be fine. It's routine, isn't it? They'll get used to it after a week or so, hopefully. So yeah, I mean, in terms of, like I said, everything else that we've gone through this trimester, that was different to number 2, really. I mean, obviously the first trimester was a bit just, yeah, feeling a bit sick, feeling tired. Second trimester is better because you do feel generally better. And I was working, so I was just busy, not really thinking about it. And in fairness, I have been really lucky this whole pregnancy, and I have really enjoyed it. It's flown by, but it's like anything, isn't it? Now you know you're that close to the end, it's like, right, come on, let's get going. But, you know, and I'm not stressing about it. When the baby comes, and we'll just go from there. Definitely for the past couple of months now, like I can't literally remember a time when the baby hasn't stopped moving, literally, like non-stop, all the time, which is lush. It's amazing. But then when its foot is up in my rib, or its hands like punching you down in the bladder, let's say that, but it's amazing. And it's nice as well because it's reassuring. But like you said, I mean, in terms of anything else really, it's just this, I think the last trimester is just trying to get on top of stuff, get everything sorted. But, you know, I've not been, like both Kev and I said, we're not overly stressing too much about like a structure or a routine, because like babies don't know, like what will be, and you know, if it could be non-stop feeding for the first however many weeks, it could, you know, so we're just going to take it as it comes, and he's going to have a couple of weeks off, and I'm hoping that it kind of does coincide with the fact, be typical when it, like the day we're allowed to open is the day I go into labour. Yeah. So yeah, but we'll just take it as it comes, and I think that's good as well, because I don't want to stress about it, and I don't have, not a negative mindset, because that's probably not the right words, but I just want to make sure that we're as ready for any eventuality really. And you know, if I do end up at Torbay, then I end up at Torbay and not at Newton Abbot, then that's fine, and we'll just go with what, you know, with that as well. So so in terms of obviously the past few months, that's kind of all that's been going on really, not much. I think that's cleared up everything on my list. We are going to, if you have managed to listen to me drown on for 25 minutes, we are going to put a sweepstake on. I think I'm going to do it next week. So it will be, what did I say? Date, gender, and weight, I think. So but we'll let everybody know about that. So we'll do a bit of a sweepstake, I think, as well, because that'll be quite interesting. So yeah, so that's about it, really. So yeah, that's pretty much my story for the past few months. So like I said, today I'm 37 weeks today, so technically full term. So yeah, if you didn't hear from me for the next however long. But any questions, or I know quite a few people who are in a similar position in terms of like their timeline, or they're a little bit behind me. You've got any questions, or you want anyone just to talk to, or it's just call, text, message, email, anything, just to, even if it's just for a 5-minute chat, just to see if you're okay, or if you've got a question or anything to do with training and nutrition while you're pregnant as well, then just let me know. And then hopefully then the next video, baby will be here and we'll be doing a whole different video. It's quite scary, isn't it? But yeah, so thank you very much for listening. Sorry, I did drown on quite a bit then. Obviously, I've been sat on my own all day. I needed to talk to someone. Oh, God. Right, I am going to go and take the dogs out now because Lenny's woken up and he seems to be annoying Brownie. So, yeah, have a lovely week and I'll catch you all soon. All right, thank you. Bye.